Welcome. In front of me is a Xiaomi Redmi 10C, and today I will show you how you can go through the setup process of this phone. So when you boot it up for the first time, you should be presented with this screen right over here, and all you need to do is tap on the arrow and find your desired language. So I'll be selecting English. On the next page you can choose your region, but for me it's already selected a correct one. So going to the next page, we have terms and conditions. We have the user agreement and privacy policy. I can tap on either one of them and it will show you the actual legal document that you're actually agreeing to. From there you can select this check mark at the bottom. Well, you have to select it. And you can go to the next page, which will start checking if you have inserted a SIM card into your device. Now this step is completely optional and you don't actually have to insert a SIM card. The reason that it is visible here or shows up, I believe is strictly as an optional way to connect to Google account. So normally if you select inserting a SIM card and also skipping Wi-Fi connection, you will not have the option to log into your Google account throughout the setup process. But if you choose either one of them, either the SIM card or the Wi-Fi, it will show up. So I believe that's why it's popping up here. Now I'll be skipping both of them. Now this will bring us to the Google services. So here we have three different services: location, which is GPS tracking; scanning, which allows the device to look for signals like Wi-Fi and Bluetooth; and send user and diagnostic data, which allows Google to basically gather data on you and send it to themselves. And here we can set up some kind of screen lock. So we have two versions of ways of unlocking the device. We have the actual screen lock, which gives the option of PIN, pattern, or password. You can choose only one of those. And also a fingerprint as a different way of unlocking your device. Now if you're planning to use a fingerprint, you are always going to be required to choose PIN, pattern, or password. The reason for this is if something happens to your finger, you can still unlock your device using obviously PIN, pattern, or password. Now I'm gonna just set up a pattern for this. Now Xiaomi blocks me by a 5-second timer just to make sure that I am aware that I need to remember my password. No duh. And there we go, it is now set. Now this will bring us to the next page, which is quotation mark additional settings. Some of them do repeat and some of them are just absolute garbage. So starting off, location, again GPS tracking. These are particularly catering to just the Xiaomi apps. So before we were checking the options for Google apps. So as an example, location would be used by Google Maps. Location here would be used to, I assume, for China to spy on you. And if Xiaomi has any kind of application, Google Maps kind of alternative, I guess that would be another way you can use it. Now you can go through them and select them. Now I'm going to touch upon only one that just kind of bugs the heck out of me, which is the personalized ads, which is right over here. And you can see that we can turn off almost everything. I guess I picked the only one that actually shows up. So let me just show you other ones. So send diagnostic, location, as you can see it pops up with nothing, but personalized aids gives you this kind of reverse psychology crap. So if you want to turn it off, you would normally expect a confirmation to your decision to be on the right side and this blue coloring, right? But nah, that's not what we get here. Here we get turn off on the other side, just reverse psychology, because we really don't want you to turn off this option. We really want your personal data. We want to know what you search for, what you talk about, just so we can give you the ads based on that. So yeah, I highly recommend just turning that off because it's absolutely creepy. Anyway, from there we can go to the next page, which allows us to choose a actual default launcher. Now this is just defining how apps that you installed are, where they are located and where they appear. So we have the classic, which I guess would be an accurate definition for an iPhone. and we have the app drawer, which is basically the typical Android experience. So the selected option will have an animation, so if you want to see how that looks like, you can just check it on, and as you can see, there it is. So the way these work is here, all the apps that you have installed are always on your home screen, and here you can have only selected apps on your home screen, also spaced out through different pages, but all of them will be alphabetically arranged in a neatly organized app drawer, which is what I'm going to select. And this brings us to the end of the setup. So let's click on the arrow right here, and it's going to load some apps. Once it's finished, we'll be presented with the setup screen, or not setup screen, the actual home screen. And as you can see, there we go. So if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.